I'm Herb Kohl, and I'm a educator, a school teacher, and a writer. And I've written about 30 plus books, amongst which are 36 Children, The Open Classroom, uh, I Won't Learn From You, and Growing with Your Growing Minds. Just to pick a few. What I'm thinking of is how my advocacy for not only social justice, but for democratic socialism has pervaded my life. I grew up in the Bronx. My grandparents were lived in the same house that we did and were culturally Yiddish. They were Jewish, totally secular, and culturally Yiddish. And my grandfather was a member of the Arbeiter Ring, the workman's circle, and was a socialist from Europe and stayed that way till the day he died. It gives me so much joy to have Bernie Sanders run as a democratic socialist, since I've been one probably most of all of my adult life and most of my uh, life since junior high school. It's just a wonderful diffusion of the madness and the fear of using the word socialism in the United States, and therefore the fear of thinking of other ways to organize human society that might be more effective for everybody. Anyway, the whole obsession with social justice is not, it is a moral obsession. It is something that I believe to the bottom of my core that has to happen. Whether it will happen in the United States in my lifetime, I not only don't know, but I'm not worried about it because it's a struggle that goes on from generation to generation and person to person and group to group. My role in this struggle has been to translate ideas of decency, community, and collective learning and advocacy into terms that were useful to my that could be played out in action in the classroom and in organizing. At one point, I was a union delegate in New York, but really, what I've done is worked with those organizations who were main advocates for justice over the course of my life, and have gotten in trouble because I've been resolutely anti-racist in my teaching and in my confrontation with schools and school districts. That also includes being anti-sexist, but it's so many antis that I don't like. I got enough ants. What I really want to do is advocate a positive alternative and show how it can work in action. Over the course of my career, I've worked with the Black Panther Party School when it was just beginning, though not when it became the community school. I've worked with a group of United Farm Workers. I've worked with regular old classroom teachers who believed in decency and collaborative work and in decent. I've also worked in teacher education with young people who want to translate their ideals for into action, not only in schools but in communities. And it's been a long, sometimes frustrating, mostly delightful in the sense that you build bonds with other people, with strangers, with younger people, with people who are older than you and wiser than you. It is, in a sense, one of the benefits of struggling for justice is comradeship and real sense of belonging on the whole earth, of belonging amongst all those people whose lives are dedicated to struggle for justice, whether it's your particular focus at one point in your life or not, you're still part of their struggle too. So for me, it's an enriching and unifying thing to be doing, and I'll continue it for as long as I have left, any strength left in my old bones.